Hey, Mrparka here to review a film called Junkbucket. I will be reviewing Junkbucket and its sequel. The sequel is not yet released. The sequel is a screener in here, and it's called Junk Bonds: The Return of Junkbucket. Let me talk about the first one first. I like how that went right there. See that cover art's obviously very familiar to the Friday the 13th cover art, and essentially what Junkbucket is kind of like a goofy version of Friday the 13th with all the red herrings and self-aware silliness that Friday the 13th has. It also has a little bit of shout-out to Texas Chainsaw in there. A group of kids go out camping to an old cabin that one girl was familiar with. She was attacked originally by Junkbucket when she was young, and nothing really came of it until she comes back here. Junkbucket's still chilling out there and kills all the friends. The first 30 minutes of this movie, nothing really happens except comedy and build-up of all the characters and some really funny red herrings and just all-around fun and goofiness getting to know these people before they are horribly slaughtered. The funny thing is, this is a lot like them. You could point out from the movies, the campfire story is great. The hitchhiker they pick up tells them about the story, and it's just hilarious. The hitchhiker's one of the best characters in the film.
Well, there's a bit of a reason for that. Now look, I don't want to scare anybody, but there's a legend around these parts.
Oh, please, tell us that legend.
The legend of Junkbucket. A long time ago, a local woman was raped by her brother.
Round here? You don't say.
She became pregnant, and when the baby was born, he was retarded, horribly deformed. Now, she tried to raise him the best she could, but eventually the shame and humiliation became too much for her. So she took her son and took him out to the middle of the woods, these woods, and left him. But before she did, she cut off his penis and his testicles and left them in a bucket, so that if he was found or ever survived, he'd never be able to reproduce. And ever since then, people just started to disappear. They'd go hiking into the woods and never be heard from again. They say if you enter his woods, he'll come for you. He'll come for your junk. They say he's still out there somewhere, stealing what he needs, living off of vegetation and wild animals. If you listen closely on a quiet night, you can still hear old Junkbucket out there, crying for his mama and his lost cock and balls. He's out there. Junkbucket's out there, waiting.
Stop! Stop it! Just stop it!
Fucking bitch, it was just starting to get good. Dude, don't be such a prick.
Hey, where are you going?
I'm going to make sure she's okay. Junkbucket? Really? This is all bullshit, right? I mean, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's just bullshit. It's just bullshit.
At one point, he's like, you know the story I said was bullshit? It's not. Why'd you stick around? I'm here to kill him. And plus, I thought I might get laid by the chick with the big boobs. That part's hilarious. Just a lot of goofy stuff like that. A lot of stereotypical characters and stuff like that. But they're all really fun and really will have people cracking up. You know, there's a lot of fake penis chopping off in here. The best part is, seriously, what Junkbucket does. He is a killer that walks around with a bucket on his head, hence Leatherface. And he actually has a penis for a nose and 2 testicles hanging off, which is really out there. Almost kind of like Goregasm, Pteroptics, nasty, goofy stuff like that. And he ends up chopping off people's genitals because he has none of his own. There's also a character in a wheelchair here, and by far my favorite character in here. He cannot, they go even further step of having Willard, or not Willard, Franklin in the wheelchair in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This guy can't even speak. He has to type on a computer, so he's like, help, help. And every once in a while he'll say something like gangster. He'll be like, what's up, dog? It's great. It's hilarious. I love that.
Let me help you out.
Reg!
Hey.
Hi. I'm Roger.
Yeah, it's Roger. He,
What
Hey, who brought the weird guy?
stuff. Whose bag is this?
Hey,
Bag, not mine.
your bag's really
Pick them
full.
up
Someone
for
should
me.
really empty that out.
I gotta pee. Let me go inside, okay? No, not hang on. I gotta pee.
Hey, Chase. Oh, hey. Sorry. It's okay. It's good to see you.
Hi, I'm Roger.
Hello, my name is Reggie. I am horribly handicapped and I sometimes bleed from the mouth. Don't worry, I do not have HIV or AIDS.
And it is obviously just like that kind of a parody slasher thing with not too much original plot, but just silly stuff inside of it that makes it fun enough. And it's short and it's sweet, and you get the point. Lots of fun in here. As for the sequel, it is Junkbond's Return of Junkbucket, and the production values are much higher, you can tell. The characters in the original come back that survived. I like that. Like I said, the gore is much better in this one as well. There's still a lot of fake penises. You can tell they're fake penises and whatnot. A lot of genitalia mutilation gags in here as well. Some really nasty special effects at the same time. Some really crazy stuff in here. Here's a couple. Yeah, that's pretty insane right there stuff, right? I'd probably get flagged for that one right there, but you get the point. This one even takes more from like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, so essentially this is really just perverted, grosser, more silly version of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, to be honest. There's not much differences to it. I mean, instead of the guy having a plate on his head, he has it on his genitals. There's basically a whole family of people with mutilated genitalia out in the woods killing people now, and they form their own family because they can't have their own family, of course, for obvious reasons. But yeah, there's some good gore in here, some really stupid characters, and some that lead to some funny demises here. This is probably the only movie we'll ever see a guy dig his severed penis out of somebody's stomach and hopefully want to get it attached later on. That's got to have something going for it in the realm of nasty, silly, gross things.
You killed her?
Yeah, keep doing that. Oh, Jesus Christ, are you okay?
I'm fantastic. How was your day?
Mister, what the hell is going on?
There's a whole family of cock-eating, goddamn redneck freaks. I really gotta start doing background checks.
The whole family? The only one I knew about was Junkbucket.
Oh, yeah, the bucket guy. Saw him.
What are you doing? I want it back! Dude, you're losing a lot of blood. I don't think now is the time to... Oh, are you crazy?
No, it's cool. I'll be that guy who got his dick bit off and then eaten and sewed it back on later. It'll be awesome.
I prefer the first one because I think it's more of its own original piece, if that makes any sense. I mean, it does follow Friday the 13th slasher storyline more, but I think it fits more. The characters fit more on their own, and I think that the sequel is more really just the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, just goofier and more fun. Not more fun than I mean, there's no fun in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but fun, goofy version of it. And I like it better than the remakes, I'll tell you that much. But then again, I'm a psycho. But I enjoyed them. I thought they were cool. There'll be a link where you can get them below. I'd recommend them. And I'd like to see a third one. You know, maybe throw Junkbucket in the city. Why not? Let's see it. But yeah, lots of fun. I think people will get a kick out of these, creating a nice character. And the music in here is also very funny. For the first one, there's like a rap song they make. And for the second one, they take Pumped Up Kicks, and they make their own version of it with Junkbucket. Also very funny. Yeah, I'd check these out. I think that people will dig them, especially slasher fans or people who love horror comedy. But be warned, they are nasty in the vein of something like Goregasm. But thank you very much for watching. Have a good one.